All right, everybody, hit that like button and get ready to dive in because today we are going deep on pop culture.
Deep.
Yes, deep.
I like it.
We're taking a look at Kevin Fallon's latest piece in the Daily Beast.
Okay.
And this guy, he seems to have his finger on the pulse.
He does.
He says he's already found his favorite movie of 2024.
Oh, wow.
And you want to know something?
What's that?
He saw it all the way back in January.
That's impressive. I'm intrigued already.
So tell me a little bit about this movie.
Well, the movie's called A Real Pain.
A Real Pain.
And it premiered at Sundance.
Okay.
And has been generating Oscar buzz ever since.
So it's not just like a...
It's not just hype.
Flash in the pan kind
Yeah,
of
no, this is serious.
Yeah.
And the fact that it's stuck with Fallon for this long, I mean,
Yeah.
we're, what, almost a year later?
Right.
Says something about the film's impact.
All right, so tell me a little more about it. What is this cinematic masterpiece all about? Give me the
Wow.
synopsis.
You know how much I love a good synopsis.
I know you do.
So picture this.
Okay.
Two cousins,
Uh-huh.
played by Jesse Eisenberg and Kieran Culkin,
Okay.
head to Polish after their grandmother passes away.
Okay.
They're visiting a concentration camp she survived in her childhood home.
Wow.
So yeah, heavy stuff.
Heavy.
But here's where it gets interesting.
Okay.
Eisenberg is playing this uptight family man,
Okay.
while Culkin is basically a walking eyed,
A walking what?
like pure chaotic energy.
Oh, okay.
You know,
Unpredictable.
so you've got this really serious and emotional backdrop
Yes. So,
with these two, like, completely contrasting personalities
Yeah.
thrown into the mix.
and that's what Fallon says makes it so captivating.
Oh, so that's like the key to it.
I think so.
Yeah, dynamic.
That dynamic is fascinating.
Yeah.
You've got Eisenberg's character who's trying to keep it together,
Uh-huh.
in the situation, while Culkin's character is just letting it all hang out.
And Fallon was super impressed by Culkin's performance.
I mean, he even predicts awards in Culkin's future.
Wow.
Fallon said Culkin is like a spark plug who startles you and melts your heart in equal measure.
Wow. What a quote.
Yeah.
You know, when someone like Fallon, with his discerning taste, singles out a performance like this,
Yeah.
it's definitely something to pay attention to.
It's one of those that sticks with you.
Yes, definitely.
Now, from the silver screen to the bright lights of Broadway.
Ooh, Broadway.
Because Fallon also raved about a production of Ragtime
Ragtime.
that's apparently blowing audiences away in New York
I
City.
heard it's amazing.
He says that singing the score of Ragtime is basically like climbing a vocal Mount Everest.
Oh, wow.
So is he exaggerating or?
Not at all.
No.
Ragtime is notoriously difficult for singers.
Oh, okay.
It demands incredible vocal range, stamina, and emotional depth.
So it's not just about hitting the high notes then?
No, it's about conveying the emotional weight of a story,
Yeah,
the hopes and struggles of the characters, and the historical context.
right. And Fallon makes it sound like this production is just
Oh, he was blown away.
really knocking it out of the park.
Yeah, he was very impressed.
He describes audience members gasping and clutching their hearts.
Wow.
People were literally shouting, "Bravo!" before the actors even finished their final notes.
It gives me chills just thinking about it.
I know.
The energy in that theater must have been electric.
I know. It sounds incredible.
Yeah, it does.
Speaking of incredible experiences, let's switch gears to a couple of smaller but equally delightful pop culture moments that caught Fallon's attention.
Oh, I love these little nuggets.
Me too.
What else has Fallon buzzing?
Well, first picture this. Adele is performing in Vegas.
Okay.
And who walks onto the stage but Céline Dion?
Oh my gosh, stop.
I know.
That's amazing.
And they have this like incredibly heartwarming embrace,
I bet.
both of them tearing up.
Oh my goodness.
Two powerhouse vocalists
I know.
sharing this genuine moment of connection.
That's beautiful.
And then there's reality TV, because let's be honest, everyone needs a little guilty pleasure sometimes.
You know it.
Fallon gives a shout out to Jenn Pedranti from The Real Housewives of Orange County.
Okay.
He thinks she's like a rising star in the reality TV world.
Interesting.
I'm intrigued. I might need to check this out myself.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, before we dive deeper into Kevin Fallon's picks and unpack what makes them so noteworthy, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and drop a comment telling us your pop culture highlight of the week.
Yes, please do.
We'll be right back with more insights in just a moment.
Okay, so let's unpack some of these a little bit more.
Yes.
Starting with that, a real pain performance by Kieran Culkin.
Yeah.
You mentioned that Fallon predicted awards for him, but like, what was it about his acting that made such an impact?
Well, Fallon called Culkin's character Benji a walking id.
A walking id.
He's impulsive, unpredictable,
Okay.
totally unrestrained.
Mm.
One minute he's euphoric, the next he's like in a complete emotional shutdown.
Yep.
Fallon even said it's like someone is flipping a light switch on his personality, but with extreme wattage.
Yeah, that sounds like a very challenging role.
Oh, for sure.
To say the least. To portray that kind of emotional volatility
Right.
in a way that's believable, let alone compelling,
Yeah.
requires a certain level of
skill.
Yeah, skill and nuance.
And that's what Fallon was so impressed by.
Yeah.
He said Culkin managed to be both startling and heartwarming
Oh, wow.
at the same time.
Like, how is that even possible?
I know.
Those seem like opposites.
It's like you're watching this train wreck of a human being,
Uh-huh.
but somehow you can't help but root for him.
It makes you wonder what it was like for Jesse Eisenberg,
Right.
both as the director and co-star,
Yeah.
to work with Culkin on this film.
Can you imagine?
Imagine trying to direct someone who's essentially channeling pure, unfiltered emotion.
It must have been.
It must have been quite the balancing act.
Yeah.
On the one hand, you want to give an actor like Culkin the freedom to explore those raw emotions.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, you need to like shape that performance
Right.
so that it serves the story and doesn't completely derail the film.
Totally. And it's not just about directing Culkin's performance.
Right.
Eisenberg also has to like hold his own as an actor.
Yeah.
Playing this straight-laced cousin
Yes.
who's constantly trying to keep things under control.
Yeah, like the straight man to the...
That they represent these two sides of the grieving process, you know, the
interesting.
need for control versus the need to just let go
Uh-huh.
and feel everything.
It's a fascinating dynamic and one that Fallon clearly found compelling.
Yeah.
It makes you think about how we all have a bit of both of those characters within us.
I think so too.
We have those moments where we want to maintain composure.
Yeah.
And then those times where we just have to surrender to the chaos.
Surrender to the chaos.
Right. That's good.
Okay, so speaking of surrendering to something spectacular,
Yeah.
let's talk about Ragtime.
Okay, Ragtime.
Fallon compared singing this score to climbing Mount Everest.
Yes.
And I have to admit, I'm kind of obsessed with that visual.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very apt comparison.
It is.
Ragtime is set in the early 20th century,
Okay.
during a period of immense social change.
Uh-huh.
You've got themes of immigration, racial inequality, class struggle,
Right.
all set against this backdrop of incredible technological advancement and artistic innovation.
So it's really a microcosm of the era.
And the music reflects all of that.
Wow.
So as you said, it's not just about hitting the high notes.
Right.
It's about conveying the emotional weight
Right.
of the story, the hopes and struggles of the characters, and the historical context.
So much goes into it.
It does.
And from Fallon's description, it sounds like this production absolutely nailed it.
Oh, he was very impressed.
He said the audience was visibly moved, gasping, clutching their hearts, with bravos erupting
Yeah.
before the actors even finished their final notes.
The energy in there.
Yeah.
I mean, that must have been something else.
It makes you wonder if maybe Fallon had a little tear in his eye, too. Okay, maybe I'm projecting. But that's how powerful
You might be.
this production sounds.
It does.
You can practically feel the energy radiating through his words.
Yeah, and I think that's what's so fascinating here,
What's that?
is that Fallon is not just like reporting on these experiences.
Mhm.
He's inviting us to share in his enthusiasm.
Oh, I like that.
He's painting a picture with his words,
Yeah.
creating a sense of excitement and wonder that makes us want to experience these things for ourselves.
All right, we've scaled the heights of film and theater,
We have.
but now let's come back down to earth
Back to reality.
for a moment and revisit those smaller pop culture nuggets
Little nuggets.
that Fallon sprinkled in.
I love it. What did he highlight?
But first, there's that adorable moment with Adele and Céline Dion. Can we just take a minute to appreciate the sheer star power
Oh my gosh.
of that encounter?
Yes.
Two iconic voices, both known for their emotional ballads, sharing a stage and a tearful embrace.
I know, it's like a pop culture dream come true.
Right.
I think it's these kinds of moments that remind us that celebrities are human too.
Yeah.
They have their idols, their moments of vulnerability,
Right.
their genuine connections that transcend fame and fortune.
Exactly. And then there's Jenn Pedranti,
Okay.
the reality TV star who seems to be on the rise.
Yes.
It's interesting that Fallon included this alongside his more highbrow pick.
I know, right? Like a real pain in ragtime.
Yeah. What do you think about that?
I think it speaks to his ability to find something worthwhile
Okay.
in different forms of entertainment.
So he's not a snub.
Not at all.
Okay.
Plus, let's be honest, sometimes we all need a little reality TV drama
Oh, absolutely.
to spice things up.
And we're back, wrapping up our pop culture deep dive with Kevin Fallon. From Oscar-worthy performances to Broadway spectacles, we've covered a lot of ground.
It's been quite the journey.
It has been. We've explored the power of storytelling across different mediums, from the raw emotion of a real pain to the soaring vocals and social commentary of Ragtime.
Yeah, we even took a detour through the world of celebrity encounters.
With that heartwarming Adele and Céline Dion moment.
Yeah,
Come on.
that was pretty special.
It's amazing how those little glimpses into the lives of famous people can sometimes be just as impactful as a 2-hour film.
Oh, absolutely. Speaking of impactful, let's circle back to Jenn Pedranti,
Okay.
the reality TV star who caught Fallon's attention.
Right.
We know he thinks she's a rising star.
Yeah.
But, what is it about her that's captivating audiences?
Right. Fallon didn't go into a ton of detail, but he did seem pretty enthusiastic about her.
He did.
Maybe she's bringing a new level of authenticity to the Real Housewives. Or maybe she's just really good at stirring the pot.
While a little bit of drama never hurt anyone.
Especially in the world of reality TV.
Exactly. That's true.
What do you think?
I think what often resonates with viewers is relatability.
Okay.
Maybe Pedranti is navigating challenges that many people can identify with, whether it's family dynamics, relationship struggles,
Right.
or just the everyday chaos of life.
So true. Sometimes reality TV, for all its manufactured drama, can offer those glimpses of real human experience.
Exactly.
And when a cast member can connect with viewers on that level, it can make them a fan favorite.
It's all about authenticity, right?
Totally.
In a world that's constantly bombarding us with images and information,
Yeah.
it's refreshing to see someone who feels genuine, someone who's not afraid to show their flaws and vulnerabilities.
So what does all this mean for you, our dear listener?
Yeah, why should you care?
Why should you care about Kevin Fallon's pop culture picks?
Well, for one thing, it's a reminder that there's a whole world of art and entertainment out there waiting to be discovered. From critically acclaimed films to groundbreaking musicals, heartwarming celebrity encounters, and yes, even guilty pleasure reality shows.
Right.
There's something out there for everyone.
It's about expanding your horizons, trying new things, and finding those experiences that spark joy, provoke thought, or simply provide an escape from the everyday.
It is. It's about engaging with culture on your own terms.
Right.
And finding what resonates with you.
Exactly. And who knows, maybe you'll even discover your own personal favorite movie of 2024.
Ooh.
Maybe it's something you've already seen, or maybe it's still out there waiting to be discovered.
I love that.
That's the beauty of pop culture. It's always evolving, always surprising us. So as we wrap up this deep dive, we want to hear from you. What are your pop culture highlights from the past week? What movies, shows, music, or moments have captivated you?
Tell us.
Share your picks in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on future deep dives into the world of pop culture and beyond.
Thanks for joining us, and